What is up, y'all? It is KB, KingBritneyChanel, and you're back on my SaeBritneyChanel channel. Y'all, I'm just getting the day started. My groceries from Sprouts is at the door. Let me get these groceries so I can show y'all a little bit of what I got. Okay, y'all. Let's see what they have got us. We got some Suja Organic Green Delight. Y'all know I like a lot of smoothies. So green smoothies when I want to go. But it's always best to make your own because you can see the type of quality of fruit is in there. But this is a really good one that I like to drink, okay? We got some organic grapes. These are not the ones I ordered. I ordered the seeded grapes. I love red seeded grapes. I really don't like seedless grapes, but these are good. Okay. Got me a papaya that I'm gonna eat for breakfast. Eat a little bit of it for breakfast. I'm gonna cut it down the middle and eat it for breakfast. I got creamy whole milk yogurt, okay? Acai bowl for a little snack, okay? And I got me a nice salmon and Brussels sprouts plate for lunch. And y'all, I do gotta get a cup of coffee. Y'all know. Y'all know. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I love these reusable bags that they also, because I just reuse these bags for a lot of different stuff. And I'm gonna put this in here because I don't want to bust the bag. But yeah, y'all, I'm working on a lot of different projects for the channel. Thank you so much to all of the people who are new subscribers to the channel, as well as my day one subscribers who are subscribing or who have been subscribed to the channel. Let me say that. Thank y'all so much for rocking with your girl. Let's get into these vlogs for today. Bam. Okay, you all, we are in my Airbnb. For those of you who have been following along with the Airbnb series, what is going on? I hope y'all are having a fabulous day. But I'm going to show y'all the spring vintage makeover for my Airbnb kitchenette area. So I'll be showing y'all how I update different parts of the Airbnb. Right now we are in the kitchenette. Now, nothing says vintage and spring, y'all, like copper, y'all. So copper, the reason why you see a lot of copper accents is because copper is very vintage. It's very 18th and 19th century. And it made me think about spring most definitely because it made me think about French countryside. For those of you who know about the French countryside style, y'all know that florals and copper are two of the major aesthetics for that particular style. Now, when you design, you definitely can pull different elements from different things and make it what you want for your kitchen. Now, one of those particular aesthetics is what we just talked about, which was the Nancy Meyer aesthetic, where right now people are leaving their beautiful things, cookware and stuff out. That is what was the inspiration for spring in this space. So you might see some of the layering going on. You see the layering at the kitchenette island right there where you see the layering of the new chargers that are blue. You see elements of blue. Like I said, because when I think about French country, I think about all of the white and blue kind of porcelain. Also, I think about copper, the copper cookware pots and pans. They were definitely used, like I said, in the 18th and 19th century because of the durability, for heat conductivity and aesthetic appeal. And it was often used in professional kitchens as a symbol of status and wealth. And I definitely wanted to bring those elements in here. So you see, I have that beautiful layering. I still have my elements of my modern organic style. But for the updates of spring, I have the blue chargers. And then you see like the iridescent chargers on top. And then you see the elements of the organic, which is the rattan charger at the bottom. Just to bring some color in, to, let it be known as spring. Also, you can see, you all, I love, like I said, being a maximalist, leaving my things out, but it's still functional for me. Because when I, come in here, if I'm working on something, or if my guests are in here and I'm working on, they're working on something, they can eat, make a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. I have the beautiful new pumps that are there that are for the coffee syrups. Nice little candles going. The vintage cutting boards, very lived in, because we do use these cutting boards, if I want to make a little sandwich, make something quick, or if the guests are here, they want to make something quick, they can. And I love just bringing the outdoors in. It just has that nice, like I said, that nice country, cottagey feel that is going on right now. A lot of people are doing their kitchens this particular season as that cottagey style, that French country style. I just love those elements. It just makes my home feel so warm, cozy, and inviting, right? So over here, like I've added, like I said, the layering. You see the cloths or the handkerchiefs, they're there. Napkins, they're there. They have the elements of the blue, gold. You see the thankful and grateful napkins there with those gold elements and greenery on top. So just it definitely makes you think about spring in that vintage vibe with the organic feel, the copper, the lived in cutting boards, the lived in kind of kettles, excuse me, the tea kettles that make you think about having high tea and that sort of thing. I'm loving it, you all. I am loving it because I love blending vintage and the modern organic style together, because modern organic on its own is very beautiful. Any modern styles you have, I like to bring elements of warmth back to it so that it's not so cold. And that's what I've done here with the copper. Like you can see the beautiful kind of, it's a coppery color candle. That amber, I like the ambers, the beautiful vessels, the spring, beautiful florals. That candle, it smells good too, you all. And it just puts you in a nice mood. You know what I'm saying? A nice upbeat mood. It definitely says spring. And, especially for those days when it's like rainy. Because spring tends to be a rainy season. You can get up, have a nice hot cocoa, a nice, warm cocoa in the copper mugs. Some nice tea if you want green tea in the morning. It is a vibe, y'all. And you can see the vintage teapots there. I have, the modern teapot, the beautiful modern tea kettle, and then you see the old school tea kettle there that is very vintage there. You guys can see the beautiful displays of fruit and things, very Nancy Meyers aesthetic. You guys, like I said, that vintagey, wealthy auntie aesthetic. Okay. Over here, you all, vintage refrigerator, because this is like a refrigerator. It worked perfect for this space in the Airbnb. I loved it. At first, I didn't know how I felt about the rose gold copper, but it blended so well. It worked so well for the space, and I love that it fit perfectly when I designed this kitchenette area. So we have the modern pieces, and they're being softened up with the woods, the cutting boards, the copper. And, as people are making their things over here, they could feel, at home. So that's what I wanted my guests to feel. My guests, when they are in this space, to feel. Also, you guys can see the glassware, the vintage glassware. Yeah, I'm just really thoroughly enjoying the visual aesthetics. We have added, you guys have seen some of that copper in the last Nancy Meyer video on top of the Frigidaire fridge, which I've corralled it in a beautiful rattan tray. Y'all see it's lettuce cut at the top. Very vintage, y'all. That lettuce cut work on the top. Beautiful accents of the blue bowls up there. And this space is definitely like saying spring is here. I love this season because, it gets me in the mood to head out to the garden. Or if I can't go in the garden, I still feel like I'm getting the effect of that garden feel in the Airbnb. So this is looking good, y'all. It still has my base elements of the modern organic style with now those cottagey warm feels, because that's definitely what the visual was for this space. Like, I like modern organic, but I wanted it to feel like lived in, like warm, that hygge moment. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like these sort of videos, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all soon on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned, y'all, for the next video.